The story of the 1974 Jaguar E-Type 512 Series 3 convertible is one of timeless beauty, raw power, and an enduring love affair with one of the most iconic sports cars ever built. When enthusiasts talk about the golden age of motoring, few names shine as brightly as the Jaguar E-Type. It was a car that redefined performance, elegance, and the very meaning of a sports car in the 1960s and 1970s. The restoration of such a masterpiece is more than just bringing a car back to life. It's about reviving a piece of history, a living reminder of Britain's most glamorous era of automotive engineering. Every nut, every bolt, and every curve of the body tells a story of craftsmanship, passion, and innovation. The Series 3, introduced in 1971, marked the evolution of the E-Type into something even more powerful and luxurious, with its mighty 5.3-liter V12 engine and refined styling. Restoring a 1974 Jaguar E-Type convertible begins with a deep appreciation of what made this car legendary. The V12 engine was Jaguar's statement to the world that they could produce a powerplant as smooth as it was strong. Capable of delivering around 272 horsepower, the V12 wasn't just about speed, it was about effortless performance, silky acceleration, and the ability to cruise at high speeds with comfort and grace. When you sit behind the wheel of a Series 3 E-Type, you don't just drive, you experience a symphony of engineering where the engine note, the tactile steering, and the timeless design merge into one unforgettable sensation. That is exactly why restoring one of these cars is so important. It's not only about metal and mechanics, but also about preserving an emotional experience that has captivated car lovers for decades. The restoration process often starts with stripping the car down to its bare shell. Years of wear, rust, or neglect must be carefully undone to reveal the bones of the E-Type. For many 1974 models, corrosion is the greatest challenge, particularly in the sills, floor pans, and wheel arches. Skilled craftsmen meticulously cut away damaged areas and replace them with fresh metal, ensuring the structure is as solid as it was when it first rolled out of Jaguar's Coventry factory. The monocoque body and subframes require precise alignment, as even the smallest miscalculation can affect the car's handling and the way it feels on the road. Attention to detail is everything. Once the body is restored, the Jaguar's long and elegant curves are brought back to their full glory. The Series 3 convertible has a slightly wider track and flared wheel arches compared to earlier models, giving it a more muscular stance. Choosing the paint color is always a deeply personal decision for restorers and owners alike. Many opt for classic shades like British Racing Green, Signal Red, or Old English White, while others choose something more unique to make the car stand out. Each layer of primer, base coat, and clear coat is applied with patience and precision, followed by countless hours of polishing to ensure the bodywork gleams like a jewel. The heart of the Series 3 is, of course, its V12 engine. Restoring this powerplant is both an art and a science. Every component, from the pistons and crankshaft to the carburetors and cooling system, must be carefully inspected, refurbished, or replaced. The V12 is known for its smoothness, but it also demands meticulous attention to detail during assembly. Proper tuning ensures it runs like new, with that deep, refined growl that sends shivers down the spine of any enthusiast. When restored correctly, this engine not only delivers power but also a sense of mechanical harmony that very few engines in history have matched. Equally important is the interior, where craftsmanship meets comfort. The 1974 Jaguar E-Type convertible was designed as a driver's car but also as a luxurious grand tourer. Restoring the cabin involves reupholstering the seats in supple leather, carefully stitching every seam to replicate the factory finish. The dashboard, with its array of classic Smith's gauges, is restored to perfection, ensuring that each dial and switch looks and functions as it did decades ago. The wooden steering wheel, polished to a rich sheen, becomes the centerpiece of the driving experience. Carpets, door panels, and convertible top mechanisms are all renewed, creating an environment where elegance and authenticity reign. The suspension and braking systems are also vital to a proper restoration. The E-Type's independent rear suspension was revolutionary for its time, providing exceptional ride quality and handling. Restoring this system requires replacing worn bushings, refurbishing components, and fine-tuning geometry to deliver the car's signature balance between comfort and sportiness. The braking system, with its ventilated discs introduced in the Series 3, must be fully rebuilt to provide confidence on modern roads. Modern upgrades are sometimes discreetly added for safety, but always in a way that preserves the originality of the car. Wheels and tires are the finishing touches that complete the E-Type's look. Chrome wire wheels, polished to perfection, give the convertible its unmistakable character. Wrapped in period-correct rubber, They not only enhance the aesthetics but also ensure that the car feels right on the road. It's in these details that the essence of a proper restoration comes through, the small choices that bring authenticity and personality to the final result. Driving a restored 1974 Jaguar E-Type 512 Series 3 convertible is an experience that words can barely capture. The moment the engine fires up, you are transported to a different era, an era when cars were built to excite the senses, to inspire passion, and to symbolize freedom. As you release the clutch and press the accelerator, the V12 responds with effortless torque, propelling the car forward with grace and authority. The wind rushes through the open top, the long bonnet stretches out ahead, and every curve of the road becomes an invitation to explore. It is no wonder that Enzo Ferrari himself once called the E-Type the most beautiful car ever made. Even in its Series 3 form, with added luxury and refinement, the E-Type remains one of the most breathtaking designs in automotive history. But beyond the thrill of driving, a restoration like this represents something even greater. It's about preserving a legacy. Classic cars like the E-Type are rolling works of art that connect us to a time when design was bold, technology was advancing, and cars were more than just machines, they were cultural icons. The 1974 Jaguar E-Type 512 Series 3 convertible, with its blend of power, elegance, and open-air motoring, embodies the spirit of that era like few others. Every restored example is a tribute to the people who built it, the enthusiasts who cherish it, and the future generations who will one day marvel at its beauty. The journey of restoring such a car is never easy. It takes countless hours, unwavering dedication, and a deep respect for history. Yet, when the final bolt is tightened, the final polish applied, and the car rolls out of the workshop gleaming in the sunlight, the reward is priceless. What was once a neglected or tired vehicle is reborn into something extraordinary, a machine that will continue to turn heads, inspire admiration, and deliver unforgettable experiences for decades to come. The 1974 Jaguar E-Type 512 Series 3 convertible is more than just a car, it is a masterpiece of engineering and design that has earned its place among the greatest automobiles of all time. To restore one is to breathe new life into history, to honor a legend, and to ensure that the roar of the V12 will echo for generations to come. Whether admired at a concours event, driven along scenic coastlines, or simply cherished in a private collection, a restored E-Type is a symbol of passion, perseverance, and timeless beauty. And as long as there are enthusiasts who believe in the magic of classic cars, the legend of the Jaguar E-Type will never fade.